Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 737th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. And what a great battle I've got for you today, fought on the Nordic Woodland map. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Demon. Nice to see Demon back on Rome Total War. Now Demon's got 13 infantry, 1 archer and 6 cavalry. Okay, 13 infantry, 1 archer and 6 cavalry. As I say, he's had a bit of a break from Rome Total War, so it's nice to see him back on. And here we've got 7 upgrades on his cavalry, and experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack there. So I think that's a pretty good Roman army. Be interesting to see how well he does with it. I think he was worried about being a bit rusty as he hasn't played for a long time, so we just have to see how well he plays. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Earth. Now Earth has got 12 Sacred Band Spearmen and 6 cavalry. Okay, now if you look at the upgrades on his Sacred Band Spearmen, look at those 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. We know these Sacred Band units are really tough, but you put 8 upgrades on them and that kind of makes them super tough there. So it'll be interesting to see how he uses them during the course of the battle. I think he's only got he's just got gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry, as he spent most of his money on his Sacred Band Spearmen. Okay, if you notice there though, can you see he's got no slinger units? Last weekend, Earth was doing an experiment where he didn't bring any missile troops with any of his armies, just to see how we got on with no missile troops. So, as I say, he was experimenting with different armies. As you know, he always likes to bring archers or slingers when he brings his armies to the 31k battlefield. But last weekend he was experimenting with no missile troops in his armies. Okay, our next teammate is brother member JGP. Now JGP's got 12 infantry, 2 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, if you have a look at the upgrades on his infantry, you'll see that most of his infantry has got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Most of his infantry have got that. I think a couple of his infantry have just got, if I remember correctly, just gold shield, gold attack. If we have a look there, yeah, some of his infantry's got gold shield, gold attack, but most of his infantry have got an experience stripe on. So he's got mixed upgrades through his infantry, and I'm guessing his cavalry probably only gold shield, gold attack. Yes, there we are, because he's spent most of his money on his infantry there. Okay, so that's an interesting JGP army. Be interesting to see how well he does during the course of the battle. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander. Has got his very old Roman army of 13 infantry and 6 cavalry. So there's our team. It's got the potential to be a great battle, and I hope you enjoy it. And here is the other team. We have RTW player Legion 22, and he's got 9 infantry, 4 archers and 6 cavalry. And just nice to say, to see Legion 22 back on Rome Total War after a bit of a break. There you are, you can see he's got gold shield, gold attack on his infantry there, so 9 infantry. 4 archers, some of the upgrades on his cavalry. Oh my gosh, 8 upgrades on his cavalry, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So you can see he spent most of his money on his cavalry, but is 9 infantry, or is it, sorry, 10 infantry there, is that enough for the modern day battlefield? I guess we'll just have to see as the battle unfolds. Our next teammate is Orcs Johng 7, who's unusually bought the Parthia faction. Now he's got 4 slingers, 3 eastern infantry, 4 archers, 5 cataphracts, and yes, 3 elephants. As we know, Parthia is looked upon as a lesser 31k faction there, so we've allowed 3 Elis Max for this faction, give them a bit more chance to compete on a 31k battlefield. There's your slingers. Remember, slingers have got 40 slingshots, and archers in this game have only got 30 arrows. So remember, slingers have got 40 slingshots. They keep them there in those little pouches on their belts, look. And archers have only got 30 arrows. And there's the eastern infantry. Very, very poor infantry. Even fully upgraded, they're still pretty poor. And you think, you know, they've got those spears, so they should be anti-cavalry, but they are probably some of the poorest infantry in the game. Of course, Parthia's strength is in its cavalry. As I say, the infantry are very poor. Those of you that have anything to do with the pajama people there, you'll know that they're not very good. And there's his archers there. Even the archers are only mid-range. So the infantry and missile units of Parthia are very, very poor. That's why this faction is very rarely brought to the 31k battlefield. Infantry and archers very poor. Their strength are in their cavalry. And there you got his cataphracts there. He's got 7 upgrades on his cataphracts, and experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack there. And of course he's got his 3 elephants here that we've allowed for this battle. there, and there you can see he's got 2 archers on the back of the elephant. The elephants have got a massive 8 charge bonus and a huge 12 hit points. Yes, 12 hit points on the elephants. And as I say, a large 8 charge bonus there as well. And don't forget the massive fear factor they bring to the battlefield, sapping the morale of enemy troops, making them more susceptible to routing there. So there we are. We've allowed 3 elephants max there for Parthia, just to make that particular faction more competitive on the 31k battlefield. So it'll be interesting to see how well Johng uses this faction. And as I say, it's nice to see a little used faction brought onto the 31k battlefield. And as I say, just by tweaking the rules a little bit, it'll be interesting to see how wide his battle formation is as well there. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member TR. Now TR has got 13 Spartans, 2 armoured hoplites, 4 archers and 2 missile cavalry there. Okay, so he's got quite a diverse army there, and it'll be interesting to see how well TR handles that during the course of the battle. He's very good with pikes and spears. And their last teammate is RTW player Iberos Touro. Now he's got the bog standard 31k Roman army of 14 infantry and 6 cavalry. The reason that's the bog standard 31k Roman army is because it's so efficient and so effective, and that's why so many people bring that particular army there. So there you are, you've got quite a diverse army there. You've got Legion with Rome, you've got Johng with Parthia, we've got TR with Greek cities, and we've got Touro with Rome. It's got the potential to be a really great battle, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, at this time I thought we'd have a look at this Nordic woodland map. We've looked at this map before, but just to remind you that there's a slight incline or slope here. Now, if Team 2 wants to attack, they can quite easily attack up this slope or incline if they want, and this has been done very successfully on numerous occasions. Okay, so there's 2 places you can attack. You can either attack up this slope or incline, but if you're not inclined to do that, excuse the pun there, if you're not inclined to attack up the incline, then you can take your armies over here, look, and then you can attack on the flatter part of the map. Okay, so you've got 2 alternatives. You can either attack up the slope or bring all your armies over here and attack from this direction if Team 2 wants to attack. This is the flatter way to attack there, rather than come up the incline if you don't want to come up the incline there. Okay, so as I say, it's up to Team 2 if they want to attack to look at the ground and decide which way they want to attack. Either, as I say, up the incline there, or if you want to go over to the other part of the map and attack on the flatter part of the map. It's entirely up to Team 2 if they want to attack. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you here was Earth's battle formation here. This is a new way of using spears and pikes. I see a lot of newer players here using this type of formation rather than the close tight formation of the old school days. You know, this is the very effective and efficient way of using spears and pikes. I still use the old school battle formation there, but maybe I'm a little bit too old fashioned. But as I say, this is a very effective way of using spear and pike factions, splitting them up into 2 armies, opening them up like they are there, and it makes the most of their flexibility. And as I say, Earth uses these spears very, very well. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I just thought I'd show you here our team are all forming up on this particular part of the map. You'll see that Demons just moved over from our right flank, and look where I've got to run from, all the way over here. Okay, so that's quite a long run for my troops to get over there to form up with my teammates. And just to say, by the time I get over there, my troops will be at least winded. They may well be tired. So my troops will need a rest before we actually get into battle there. That's the only problem with running all this way over to this particular part of the map, is your troops do get tired. And of course, if your teammates are already fighting by the time you get over there, you've got to throw your tired troops into the fray. So it's always best to rest your troops if you're coming over from that far flank. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you can see that Team 2 looks like it's decided it's going to attack up the incline here. Okay, as I say, this has been done numerous times before and very successfully as well. So as I say, Team 2 deciding instead of attacking from the other part of the map, which would be flat, they're going to attack up the incline here. Okay, here you'll see that Legion 22 has brought his archer units forward there. And I thought this was a nice bit of teamwork here by TR. Just pause the game for a second there. So as I say, TR has put a couple of his hoplite spear units out to protect Legion 22's archers from any cavalry attack there. Can you see those anti-cavalry armoured hoplite units there would neutralise any cavalry attack there onto Legion's archers. So that was a nice bit of teamwork there, I thought, by TR. Over here you'll see that a demon is moving his army over to the right here, because it looks to me like the Parthian army is looking to do a right flanking action here. And as I say, in the past when teams have attacked up these inclines, very often they've come round the flank, and it's been a very successful tactic. So as I say, you can see Johng there moving his Parthian army possibly round to the right, and as I say, you can see Demon moving his Roman army over there to counter that possible attack from the right. As I say, you can see the Parthian cataphracts starting to move over to the right as well, and of course all these Parthian missile troops, slingers and archers there moving over as well. Okay, so as I say, here you've got the spear units there, those eastern infantry, and as I say, you can see the cavalry moving over to the right, and that's why Demon's moved over to the right there. He's got his cavalry there as well. Now Demon may well start to think to attack these Parthian missile troops there, as their cavalry is a long way away. Okay, so Demon may use his own cavalry here to attack these missile troops of Parthia. I think the missile troops here of Parthia, do they look a bit exposed to you there? They certainly do to me, and I think they do to Demon as well. Let's pause the game for a second. So don't forget, you've got these eastern infantry here with their anti-cavalry spears. As I say, we used to call these the pajama people many years ago, because it looks like they're still wearing their pajamas. But even though they've got anti-cavalry spears, even fully upgraded, these eastern infantry are really poor. And, you know, even fully upgraded, a cavalry unit smashing into them could rout them. So as I say, even though Johng might feel safe there from cavalry because he's got those eastern infantry there, it's kind of a bit of a false security really, because my guess is here with Demon, especially with the down incline charge bonus here, will probably smash through those eastern infantry. Right, let's just pause the game for a second there. So as I say, here you can see Demon looking like he's going to smash into these eastern infantry. There you are. The eastern infantry there are ready to receive a cavalry attack. They got their anti-cavalry spears ready there. And as I say, if you look at the upgrades, he's got 8 upgrades on there, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So any spear or pike faction with good anti-cavalry bonus would stop this, I would suggest there. But there goes the cavalry. Look, and bang, as they charge in there, smashing straight in to that eastern infantry unit there. And there you can see that Demon's now going to take his cavalry across now to go for the missile troops of Parthia. This was a really good opportunist hit here, I think, by Demon, seeing that the Parthian cavalry and allied and the enemy cavalry were a long way away from these units. He just charged in there. See that eastern infantry unit, anti-cavalry unit there, look, routed, look. See, still got 83 men left out of 120, and it is routed now, even with 8 upgrades on. So, as I say, Parthian infantry and missiles pretty poor. You can see that Earth's taken over some of his Sacred Band cavalry onto that flank as well, maybe to help counter any cavalry attack coming in there. Here you'll see TR being a good teammate that he is, taking his Spartans over to that left flank of the enemy, or a right flank there, maybe with a view to coming round the flank of Demon's infantry there with his own Greek cities. You can see Touro here moving his Julii cavalry over to that flank as well. So maybe the main thrust of the enemy attack here could well be on our right flank, and it'll be interesting to see how Demon deals with that as the enemy move further round the flank. But as I say, good opportunist hit there from Demon's cavalry there, going into those missile troops of Parthia, seeing their cavalry a long way away. Right, you can see the cataphracts now starting to close in on Demon's cavalry, and Demon's going to withdraw that cavalry quite quickly now, look. So he's done the damage that he's wanted to there, routed, and really caused a lot of casualties to those Parthian units there. So that was a nice, as I say, nice opportunist tactical cavalry hit there from Demon. As I say, he hasn't played for a long time, so I think he was a bit worried about being rusty, but from what I saw there, I thought that was pretty good, a good tactic there that he's just done. Okay, and as I say, you've got Earth's Sacred Band cavalry here, backing our ally up there on that right flank, backing Demon up there on the right flank. But there you can still see there's a lot of Parthian missile troops rallied there, come back into the fray. They'll be shooting into Demon's infantry there on that flank. Let's pause the game for a second here. So to say, here you can see now Demon moving over a little bit towards his allies there. Okay, so, and you've got Earth's Carthage Sacred Band units, remember, with 8 upgrades on there, with their anti-cavalry spears, moving there to counter any cataphract attack. And don't forget, those spears will kill elephants as well. So you've got both the Parthian elephants and the Parthian cataphracts there. And if Earth move those spearmen over there, then they would neutralize that cavalry and elephant attack from Parthia. Okay, so looks like a good tactical move there by Earth. Let's say I've got my infantry there, and you can see our SPQ, or allied JGPs, moved over. You can see that you've got 2 enemy Roman armies there, Legion and Touros there, but not a lot happening on our left flank. It seems to me that most of the action here is going to be on our right flank. And make no mistake, the right flank here could prove pivotal and decisive to the outcome of the battle, as you will see. Okay, so here you can see the Parthian missile troops there, guarded by those fantastic Eastern infantry pajama wearers there, moving up there on our right flank. But as I say, you got Earth's cavalry there ready to charge in when he wants to. As I say, Earth's brought his Carthaginian well-upgraded Sacred Band units forward there towards TR's Greek cities. Now, if you notice there, can you see that TR is moving his Greek cities army away? Now, this could be a tactical withdrawal here to draw us further down the incline. Can you see what I mean there? If TR withdraws and our Carthage allies moves further down that incline, and our Roman ally Demon moves down the incline, and then those cataphracts and elephants move round to the right here and get up onto the slightly higher part of the incline, they will then have a downhill kind of advantage. Can you see what I mean? So I think TR's withdrawal there could well be a tactical move to try and draw us forward down the incline a little bit more there, possibly. Over here you'll see JGP being very aggressive there to Legion 22's Brutii troops there. Okay, you've got a good wide battle formation there. Make no mistake, there'll be a lot of pilot exchanging going on there. You can see a lot of pilots being thrown in by both armies there. But as I say, attacking up the incline, you have to be very tactical and strategic. It's worked on numerous occasions attacking up there, but you just got to be a bit more careful with the way you attack. Right, over here on our right flank, as I say, this could be the make or break of the battle here. There you can see Earth is just charging a couple of his cavalry units, and there you can see Demon now has moved his infantry down the incline a bit. Can you see that? And now if the elephants and cataphracts get up here around the right flank on a slightly higher part of the incline, they could then smash into his flank. And so Demon moving down the incline there could well give the enemy a slight bit of an advantage there if they move fast enough there. Okay, don't forget those missile troops of Parthia are going to be shooting into our troops all the time. Now here's a nice attack here by Earth's Sacred Band cavalry. Looks like he might smash in to those Parthian missile troops there. Get ready for this. Looks like he's going to smash in there, and bang, as those units smash in there. But he needs to be aware of those cataphracts there. He needs to pull those cavalry out now as those Parthian cataphracts smash into his cavalry there. He needs to pull out there. You can see the elephants moving in as well. So yeah, that was a nice hit there by Earth there, but he got his cavalry out just in time, I think. Right, so here you can see now TR pinning and holding our Scipii ally. Okay, and don't forget here, all these elite archers there, the Cretan elite archers and these other archers there will be shooting in to our allies' troops there. Okay, but I think here this is the tactical move here by TR. He wants to hold and pin our ally there while his ally can smash into the flank here. Just look at what the troops are saying. Frightened by elephants. Can you see that? If you look at the writing there, frightened by elephants here. Look, once again, frightened by elephants. That means that their morale is being sapped away from them there, and when they get hit by cavalry or elephants there, they are more likely to rout. Remember, the fear factor, the morale sapping abilities of elephants cannot be underestimated. And remember, those elephants have got a massive 12 hit points there and a big 8 attack as well. There you can see look like our ally there, Demon, was going to charge his cavalry in there for a second, but here comes the elephants. Right, get ready for this. And they're going to smash into the flank of Demon's infantry there, and bang, as they smash in there. Look at that, look at the way they smash in there. Look at the impact of those elephants there, bringing that big fear factor, 8 charge bonus there. Just look at the destruction that they're wrought in within Demon's army there. Now you can see a sacred band cavalry of earth charging in there. Now comes the cataphracts of Parthia as well. Okay, now I'm just thinking if he'd have combined the elephants and cataphracts both at the same time, might have got more damage there, but he's bringing the cataphracts in now as well there. Look at that. So you can see a lot of Demon's units are starting to rout already. Now you can see, I think a couple of the elephants have run amok. Can you see they're running amok? And they will now start killing anything close to them, including their own troops, their own allies as well. So once remember that when elephants run amok, they don't care who they kill, they just keep killing whoever is close to them there. And you can see, as I say, you've got the Parthian cataphracts charging in there, you've got one of Touro's cavalry charging in there as well. And as I say, this could prove pivotal, this right flank of ours here. If Demon can't hold, then the enemy will go on to roll us up from right to left here. And as I say, you can see TR doing his bit, pinning and holding Demon's infantry there. Right, can you see my cavalry? I'm now going to charge my cavalry in there, trying to take out as many of those Parthian cataphracts as I can there when I charge in there. But as I say, a lot of Demon's units have already been routed there. And as I say, those cataphracts smashing in there with the elephants have caused a lot of damage to Demon's infantry. Right, you can see my cavalry charging into those Parthian cataphracts there, and bang, as my cavalry smashes in there. Just look at the impact there with that down incline charge. I've got a Julii cavalry unit charging into me as well. But there, you can see there, did you see the mass rout? All of a sudden, the mass rout of the Scipii infantry of Demons there. In that massive, they just all mass routed at once. It was a chain rout there, with the elephant's fear factor there, plus TR. Look at TR charging forward with his spearman now. So he's lifted his spears, look, and has run into the enemy troops there, making them more susceptible to routing, even more there with that. So that was a great combination hit there between TR and their Parthian ally there. And if you notice there, very bad news for us. Can you see here what's happened on our right flank? As I say, this could be a pivotal part of the battle. You'll see that Demon's general and all of Demon's infantry have now been routed. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, our right flank has been broken. The 7 Carthaginian Sacred Band units that Earth put in there have all been routed as well. Okay, so our right flank, after a fierce fight, has now been smashed, crashed and broken, and the enemy team will look to roll us up from right to left now. So as I say, this could be a pivotal part of the battle. Okay, now I'm in a dilemma here. Do I move my infantry army over to shore up our broken right flank? Is that what I should do? But if I move my army over to that right flank, okay, there, then that would leave poor old JGP facing 2 enemy Roman armies. Okay, you'd be facing Touro and Legion 22 if I move my army over to that right flank. And Touro would probably take his infantry up there to try and outflank JGP. So it was a difficult decision. Do I move over to the right to try and, as I say, shore up our right flank, or do I stay where I am and try and neutralise the 2 Roman armies in front of us? Now, I notice that JGP's got his cavalry here with the down incline charge bonus, which he would have if Touro tried to bring his Julii infantry up on a flanking action there. So I think what I decided on balance was to move my infantry over to that right flank and try and stop them from rolling us up from right to left. Okay, But as I say, I remember at the time it was a difficult decision on what to do there, really, because I didn't really want to leave JGP facing two enemy armies there. But as I say, you can see here that TR now is taking his Greek cities over towards his allies. Now, bearing in mind he's got a lot of weakened Spartan units there, and he saw my whole Scipii Roman army moving towards him there. I think he's probably made a good tactical move there to move over, back over to his allies. As you can see, my Scipii army moving towards him there. But as I say here, you can see the Parthians now have just basically got their missile troops, their archers and slingers left. They've lost their heavy kind of attacking troops, their elephants, and I think all their cataphracts have been taken out in that attack on our right flank there. So they've just got their missile troops, I think. If you look, notice here, you'll see, if you look closely, you'll see that dead elephants there, okay, of Parthia. The 3 units of elephants, I think, are all dead. And if you look even more closely there, you'll see that all the Parthian cataphracts there are pretty well, I think that's all the cataphracts are probably dead there as well. So their main attacking troops, the cataphracts and the elephants, were all taken out in that particular part of the battle, but it was worth it because they smashed our right flank there, as we just saw. So as I say there, you can see I've moved my Scipii troops, as I say, over to the right flank here in an effort to try and shore up our right flank. Now you see I'm going to move forward here down the incline a little bit. I can see that Greek city's army has been greatly weakened here. Otherwise, you can make no mistake, I wouldn't move down towards them there. But what I'm thinking of doing there is throwing a lot of pilas into those Spartans to weaken them even more. Okay, so that's what I think I'm doing there. Now meanwhile, over here on the left flank, you can see here, I think Touro was thinking of maybe flanking JGP there. But if you notice here, JGP is going to use his cavalry very aggressively there. And basically saying to Touro, if you move forward with your infantry, I'm going to try and smash you with my cavalry. So JGP, as I say, at the moment, is possibly holding up 2 Roman armies there. Okay? But as I say, I'm moving my Scipii army down the incline a little bit there. As I say, with a view to throw a lot of pilas into those Spartans and weaken them even more. Okay, but as I say, if you look at Parthia there, you can just see one of the Parthian units are just routed there, just ran. I don't know if you saw that there. It's just this morale is so low. Right, you can see me bringing my cavalry over here. I'm probably looking to target the enemy missile troops there. Can you see all those Parthian archers at the back there? I'm probably looking to target those with my cavalry, knowing that the Greek cities have got no cavalry to counter me there. Okay, let's pause the game for a second here. So over here you'll see JGP is now engaging with the enemy Brutii. But remember, Legion spent his money on his cavalry. He's got 8 upgrades on his cavalry, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. And as I say, you can see JGP's moved his cavalry over here in a threatening way there to say to Touro, you know, if you advance with your Julio infantry there, I am going to charge down incline into you with my cavalry. So JGP's doing a fantastic job here of holding, if you look, our left centre and our left flank. So he's doing extremely good job there. And you can see here with my cavalry there. Now I was going to target all those Parthian missile troops there. Let me just pause the game for a second there. I was going to target all those Parthian missile troops and maybe those Cretan archers as well. But I saw Legion 22's cavalry loitering with intent over there. His cavalry a lot better upgraded than mine. So I decided to pull my cavalry out the way. Maybe take out that one Parthian unit there and just keep my cavalry away from his well upgraded cavalry at this stage of the battle. My cavalry's already been battle depleted as well, and there you can see the fire arrows now coming down onto my cavalry there. You can see how many of my cavalry just got taken out there by the scorched, burnt bodies there. As I say, as I move my cavalry out of archer range as well from the enemy troops. Right here you can see Legion 22 charging his 8 upgraded cavalry here. Sorry, his 6 cavalry with 8 upgrades on, smashing in there like a bang. But can you see a disadvantage that he's got there? He's charging up the incline. So some of his charge bonus will be lost there through going up the incline. And you can see JGP, on contrary to that, will be charging down the incline. So he's going to get a slight bonus there as he goes down the incline into Legion 22's Brutii infantry there. Okay, so that was a nice counter charge there by JGP. Now you can see I'm moving my Scipii army over here as well to this flank. And you can see Legion 22 charging his cavalry in once again. You'll see TR moving his Greek cities army across here as well to try and counter our attack here. As I say, TR moving his Greek cities over there, and as I say, you can see me move my Scipii troops over there to try and counter Touro's Julii army. Okay, that's the reason I'm moving my troops over there. You'll see that Demon's got 3 rallied infantry left there from his routed army that was on that right flank. I've got my cavalry here, very battle damaged cavalry now, but I'm looking to try and target Touro's Julii army with my cavalry there. So as I say, you can see me moving my Scipii infantry over towards that Julii cavalry, probably with a view to engage it. But just look at all the missile troops over here. You've got TR's elite long-range Cretan archers there, and you can see here that I think the last of Earth Sacred Band cavalry has just been routed there, probably with a combination of those Spartan spears and those Cretan archers. But over here you've got Legion's archers, you've got the Parthian slingers and archers there who have been shooting into us, make no mistake about this, all the way through the battle. So they will be looking to weaken our troops here as we are attacking their infantry. Okay, so they've got a heck of a lot of missile troops there, and they make no mistake, they will be causing us a lot of casualties there. Okay. But here you can see JGP's pulled his SBQR cavalry out of the attack there and is moving it over to our left flank. Okay, so just to give you a bit of a heads up here, what I want to do is, can you see Touro's red Julii army there? I'm going to attack with my Scipii infantry to pin and hold Touro's infantry. Now what I'm hoping here is JGP is going to take his cavalry in behind Touro's infantry, but still on the higher part of the incline, and I've got my cavalry I'm going to charge in as well. Okay, so we're going to do a combination of infantry and cavalry into Touro's Julii army there, as you will see. If the plan works, we could take out all of Touro's army here, okay? So just have to see if the plan's going to work. So there you can see JGP taking his cavalry over there. You can see I'm engaging Touro's Julii infantry with my infantry to pin and hold them. Right, here comes my cavalry. I'm going to charge them in now. So you can see my cavalry charging in there. Get ready for this. And bang, as I smash in there. Now remember, my infantry's pressing hard here, and here comes JGP's cavalry coming in just at the right angle, down the incline, look, and bang, as he smashes in there, just as the last of my cavalry hits as well. What a combination cavalry and infantry attack on Touro's infantry. Look at that, bang, as we smash in there. You'll see a lot of Touro's red Julii units there are starting to rout from that hit. But what a nice combination hit there from JGP and myself there. I thought that was pretty good there. You can see, as I say, a lot of Touro's infantry starting to rout now, and his cavalry as well. But that was a really good, as I say, nice combination teamwork hit there between JGP and myself on Touro's infantry. Now, I'd like to take out Touro's general if I can. You notice I've pulled my cavalry back. I'm going to lock and load it and charge it back in there. Okay, meanwhile over here, you'll see that TR's Greek cities are now engaging JGP's infantry there. And I say you've got Legion 22's rallied some of his infantry. Now if you notice here something interesting, you'll see that JGP's still, that Legion 22's still got his general alive. So he's given a general morale bonus, and also TR's general is alive as well. So there's 2 general bonuses going on there for the enemy team. So they're giving, as I say, giving a lot of morale there to their team there. Obviously we'd like to have taken their generals out, but we couldn't at the moment. Here you can see these elite Cretan archers. TR has moved them up there to be able to shoot into the rear of our troops, but you can see there that Earth has trying to neutralize those after spotting what TR was doing. But you've got all those missile troops there still shooting it into our troops there all the time. But as I say, over on our left flank here, it looks like we've routed, there you are, Touro's general has been routed there, which is good news for us. And we've basically, if you look, we've basically taken out Touro's entire army there, with my infantry pinning and holding, and then both JGP's cavalry and my cavalry smashing in there. As I say, I pulled my cavalry back, locked and loaded it, and charge it back in again, and bang, as we smash in there. So basically now that is all of Touro's army has just been taken out in a few seconds there. of an infantry and 2 lots of cavalry hit there. So as I say, a nice combination hit there between JGP and myself there. Okay, meanwhile over here you'll see that as I say, TR's Greek cities there making good inroads against our allies SPQR troops there. Now if you notice here, JGP has actually got his general fighting those Greek city units. If you look closely there's JGP's general. He's put his general in harm's way there, make no mistake about that. And if he's not careful, those Spartans will definitely kill his general, and of course then he will lose the general morale bonus that he's getting at the moment. So as I say, it's always best to try and keep your general out of harm's way, and don't commit him to the battle until you really have to, because all the time he's giving you and your allies a morale bonus there. Okay. So there's a Julii general just been killed. But as I say, here at the rear of the enemy lines there, you'll see they got a lot of cavalry left. Now remember that Legion 22's cavalry's got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, plus you've got a couple of Touro's battle damage cavalry there as well. So cavalry advantage here could maybe prove quite decisive if they move their cavalry round the flank here and get above us on the top of the incline. And if their Greek cities ally pins and holds us, that cavalry may smash into the rear of us down that incline. Do you see what I mean? If the cavalry comes around here, gets above us on the incline, and then they could charge in behind us while we engage TR's Greek cities army. Now that's a possibility there for the enemy team. I'm glad to say most of my infantry is pretty well intact. Looking at my units there, yes, they're all they're all a little bit battle damaged, but they're not too bad. And I think I've still got pilers left as well that I can throw into those Spartans to weaken them even more. Now over here you'll see I brought my battle damaged cavalry through those woods trying to target these Parthian missile troops there, but I was intercepted by Legion 22's Brutii cavalry. So I need to get my battle damaged cavalry out there pretty quick there now, because as I say, Legion 22's cavalry is a lot better upgraded than my cavalry there, so I just need to retreat and get away from his cavalry there. Now you can see here that TR has put his Spartans into 2 distinct lines, a forward line and a rear line there. And as I say, I've still got pilers left, and we've got that down incline advantage there, where I'm now throwing pilers into those Greek city units. You got to JGP's SBQR units forming on the flank of the enemy troops there. And as I say, at the rear of the enemy there, you got all their cavalry, loads of their cavalry. Now tactically there, I don't know how they're going to use them, but as I say, if they got in behind us now while we're being engaged by the Greek cities, they could smash in behind us. Do you see what I mean there? Because now we're fully engaged now with those Spartan units. Now here you'll see Legion 22 charging in to JGP's infantry there, bang, as he smashes in there. Killed JGP's general on impact there with that cavalry hit. But once again there you see JGP counter-attacking with his cavalry. A couple of Touro's battle damage, Julii cavalry being thrown into the mix as well there as they charge in there. And then you can see my battle damage Scipio cavalry coming down into the fray as well. So as I say, if you notice now, I'm doing a surge attack with my infantry, and that surge attack has just routed what was left of those Greek city units there. And it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. You can see there's still some Parthian missile troops there, and those Cretan archers of TR. But I think it does look like we've won there. You can see JGP's SBQR cavalry charging into those missile troops there. So as I say, it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. But you can see there, see my Scipio troops still charging forward there towards what's left of Parthia. But over here on our right flank, you can see how intense the fighting was just by looking at the dead here. You can see here they moved up round our right flank there, as we saw, and smashed poor old Demon's army there coming round that right flank. I thought actually Demon held quite well really there, but anyway, you can see the dead Parthian elephants, and as I said earlier, we can see the dead Parthian cataphracts as well there. So they did lose their main heavy attacking troops there, but they did take out all of Demon's army on our right flank there. So nice tactical move there, I thought, by the enemy team, especially TR and Johng there. I thought with Greek cities and Parthia. As I say, you move across the battlefield here, you can see more dead. There's a group of Spartans dead there. Let we move over to this left flank and left centre there. You can see there lots of dead troops there from both sides piled up on top of each other. And as we move over to the far left flank, there is where JGP and myself took out Touro's Julii army there with that combination of infantry and cavalry attack. As we move further through the woods there, you can see at the back here, that's where you can see my Scipii cavalry and enemy Julii cavalry there. I had a bit of a scrap. And as we move across the battlefield there, as I say, it looks like our team, as I say, managed to win the battle there. You'll see that Earth has got still got quite a few of his units left, but they would have been very battle damaged, I think, there. If you look at the numbers there, he's still got reasonable numbers left in his units there, but of course, remember on that right flank of ours, 7 of his well upgraded units were routed there by that massive cavalry and elephant attack. I'm still quite happy with the numbers I've got left in my infantry there. I think JGP's got reasonable numbers left there, but a lot of his units were quite battle damaged, but he's got a few units left with quite a few men left in them there as we just finish off the enemy troops. But poor old Demon there, look, that's the entirety of his army. 3 of his rallied infantry units that were rallied obviously from that smash and crash attack on the right flank. So that's just goes to show how much this was a real battle of attrition there for him, only just to have those 3 very battle damaged units left. And as I say, we're just finishing off what's left of the enemy troops now there. So let's say it's quite a spread out battle, I suppose, really, on that incline. And I think the enemy have got 1 unit left now, and that's that horse archer unit of Zhong's there. But my guess there, you can see them still loading their arrows, still shooting into us, as they have been all battle there. Let's go up to triple speed here just to get to the enemy battle, because I think that is the last unit left there. Looks like he's going to do an auto attack charge in there, and he's routed now. So and there you go. And the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought everybody played really well, and as you can see, it was an average victory. Now I'd have thought that'd have been a close victory there. I don't know what you guys thought. It was that close. I thought it would have been close. It must have just edged up into the average. Now, where's the highest kills here? And it goes to Brotherhood member JGP, 1,787 kills. So really well done to JGP there. I thought he did really well. Don't forget, at one stage he was holding our left flank and left centre there. So well done to Legion 22. Possibly didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but I thought he played very well. Very aggressive with his cavalry as well. Well done to Johng there with Parthia. 2nd highest kills in his team with Parthia there. So it just goes to show, if you tweak the rules a little bit, how you can make what people would call lesser 31k factions very competitive on the 31k battlefield there. So well done to Johng there. I thought that was pretty good. Well done to TR. Got some good kills with his Greek cities there. Played very well with them. And well done to Touro. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but he was smashed and crashed on our left flank there, as you saw, between JGP and myself. So, but really well played, guys. I thought it was a great battle there. My kills, yeah, not 1,580 yet, pretty good. That's not too bad. I'm quite pleased with that. Demon there probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but he was smashed and crashed on our right flank there by that massive elephant and cavalry hit, plus, well, he was being held and pinned by the Greek cities. Well done to JGP, as I say, highest kills in the game, and well done to Earth. Possibly didn't get the kills that he wanted to, but he was playing a pivotal role in this battle, I think, with his spearmen there. Played them extremely well. So I say, I hope you enjoyed this battle on Nordic Woodland map. As I say, I thought it was very strategic and tactical, and with a lot of big cavalry hits as well. Look forward to seeing you Saturday, and bye for now.